There's nothing like the nostalgic sensation of sitting in your parents' living room floor on a big box TV playing Combat Evolved on the original Xbox console. Now 25 years later, that captivating and addicting game has got a remaster titled Halo Campaign Evolved. I purchased the early access version of this game on Steam, and I was extremely excited to dive into this title that I played a lot during my childhood. Sure, playing this game at the age of 6 was probably not a good idea for a child to be playing, but it did create some nostalgic memories for me, and I just cannot forget playing Halo as a kid. But a chance to play and experience a remaster of this game with, enhanced graphics, it has to be amazing, right? Now, remasters of, classic popular games, it can be either a hit or miss, and usually it's a miss. But with Campaign Evolved, I think it was a huge hit, and I think it's time that we flip the switch and talk about it. Similar to the original game back in 2001, you play as Master Chief, a super soldier Spartan with his AI companion Cortana, as you both crash land on a ring called Halo. Your adversaries, known as the Covenant, are trying to activate this Halo ring to annihilate all life in the galaxy, and it is your mission to stop them. As the story unfolds, the Covenant uncover something beneath the ring, unleashing the Flood, which is basically like a zombie outbreak in the Halo universe. But far more terrifying, turning this game sometimes into a near horror experience, and it was very terrifying. This remastered version does retain the same storyline as the original Combat Evolved, but it also adds a couple bonus levels that actually take place a year or two before the original game starts. And in my opinion, these bonus levels are very fresh and were actually really well crafted for the game, and I really enjoyed them. Although the story didn't change from the original game, I did notice that there was some new dialogue and updated cutscenes that were added in, which I thought were really cool. And after playing this remaster, I really hope they do a remaster for Halo 2 and Halo 3, as Halo 2 was the first ever Halo game I played, and seeing a remaster of this, the way this was handled, oh my god, it would just be so cool. Overall, the story is fantastic. It's not my favorite Halo game campaign, definitely a top 2, but Halo 2 of course takes that crown. But this was really well done, and the storyline is so good for Halo. It was a really good game, so yeah, the storyline, perfect. I have to say, I have not encountered a video game that looks better than this one. The graphics in this remake are absolutely breathtaking, and I got a really good look at the graphics on the 4th level, like absolutely stunning. Everything appeared crystal clear, super high detailed, and the beach, seriously, Halo has never looked so good. They truly overdid themselves on the presentation of this game. What really gave me chills was during the level 343 Guilty Spark when the Flood was introduced. The level was so dark and eerie, and the little bit of rain in the jungle, it just gave me goosebumps. My hairs were standing up on my arms. And then when the Flood was flooding towards you, no pun intended, it was genuinely terrifying. They executed the whole Flood introduction brilliantly and showed the horror, and it was just scary. And then after that level, I was actually kind of scared because I was like, oh no, the library is coming up next. The one level during the Flood that just gave me such a headache as a kid, and even when I played it as a teenager with my fiance when we were doing the remaster of the Master Chief Collection, the Flood on the library just irritated me so much. I was so scared to go into this level. But then to my surprise, they completely revamped that entire level. At times I was actually generally confused because I was like, this is not how this goes. Usually you go a different way, or this room is completely new. This level felt much more manageable than the original. They did an exceptional job with this level, and I'm actually happy that they completely revamped it. Because with the original, you get introduced to the Flood, and then all of a sudden you get the most frustrating, stupid level possible, and it kind of ruins the experience a little bit to me in the original game. So this one, I was like, okay, yep, no, I'm still scared of the Flood. Overall, it's hard to argue against that this game doesn't look beautiful. It is gorgeous, and the team definitely deserves a pat on the back for this. Like, you guys overdid yourselves. Halo has never looked this good. It has been years since I've played Halo, so being able to punch a grunt in the face again definitely put a smile on my face. Grabbing a Needler again, or getting into a Warhog and driving it around, taking down elites with the energy sword, and taking out the Covenant with the sniper rifle, and oh my god, the sniper rifle. Who could forget that amazing sound that rifle makes? This game actually felt like Halo. It was like a return to formula. I wasn't a fan of Halo 4 or Guardians. It just didn't feel like Halo, and this felt like Halo again. And yeah, there was certain things I liked of the other newer Halo games, but it just didn't stick to me and they were kind of boring in my opinion. So this was so good. Now I have seen some negative reviews of this game of people complaining about sprinting being still put in the game, and it just makes me laugh, because why don't you want Master Chief to be able to run around? He's a super soldier. What about Captain America? You don't want him to run? Like, it doesn't make sense to me, and I love the sprinting. I never use sprinting for like when I'm shooting, you know, the aliens and stuff. I would only use running when I need to get from A to B, you know, through a hallway or something. And yeah, okay, I'll use it, but I'm not going to complain about, you know, sprinting. I feel like sprinting should definitely be in the game. But yeah, I thought that was kind of funny, but I always liked sprinting in Halo. I feel like it should be a feature in the game. I did, however, forget that you couldn't dual wield in this game, and had so many moments I was trying to dual wield needlers, and I was like, oh yeah, right, this wasn't a feature until Halo 2. Combat Evolved didn't have dual wielding, so there was some times I was trying to do features from other games, and I was like, oh yeah, right. Aside from that, the gameplay was pretty seamless for me. I didn't really have any issues like glitches or like big bugs that like crashed my game. There was maybe a point where like I could like crouch and look through my leg, or maybe Guilty Spark, you know, was invisible and he was speaking and I was like, where are you? But other than that, like, I didn't crash or anything. I got from A through B of the entire game and I didn't have any kind of issues that annoyed me. For sure, the game's gonna have issues. The game just came out. So you can't be mad at a game for having glitches or bugs. You know, things are prone to happen sometimes when they're game testing. Certain things just don't get shown because sometimes you have to play it a few times for something to actually show. So yeah, of course there's going to be bugs, but you know, for my gameplay, I had no issues with the game. So you know, that's not something negative that I have against the game. But man, the feeling of hijacking a ghost again, or blowing up a wraith, or using the scorpion tank and just blowing up everything in my way, it felt so good. And I felt like a little kid again, you know, getting the original Xbox 360 controller and playing Halo 2 and, you know, driving the scorpion over that bridge. It just felt so good, and the gameplay felt like the original Halo. I had no issues playing the game. It felt just like the original Halo, so I loved every minute of playing this game. If I were to rate this game on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give this game confidently an 8 out of 10. Throughout this video, I've been very positive and I've been kind of praising this game, honestly. And the reason I give it an 8 out of 10 is because I can't shake the feeling that something is kind of missing with this game. The game introduces a 4-player online co-op for the campaign, which is a first for Combat Evolved, because on the Master Chief Collection, I'm pretty sure you can only play up to 2 players on the Combat Evolved campaign. And this game allows you to also customize Master Chief, and I don't know if that's for like a pre-order bonus. I didn't really look into that, but I own it, which is pretty cool that you can customize, you know, Master Chief a little bit. Visually, this game is absolutely stunning. It looks good. It feels like the original Halo. It sounds good. The music is phenomenal, and that sniper rifle, like, come on, no one can hate the sound of the sniper rifle. But there is something actually, like, there is something missing, like a little void, and that's multiplayer. I do know that they stated that they were not going to be putting multiplayer in this remaster, that it was going to be a campaign game, but I can't help to think that this game would probably be even a bigger hit if multiplayer was included with the remaster. For me, I would definitely be playing this game a lot more if multiplayer was remastered, as I have countless childhood memories of playing Halo, and you know, most of it was Halo 2 multiplayer, but I do remember playing a lot of Halo multiplayer as well. You know, Damnation was like one of my favorite maps to play on Combat Evolved. Like, I would be playing a lot of this remaster if I could play Damnation, or Rat's Nest, I think was a really good level as well. Yeah, multiplayer would have been so good. So yeah, if you guys were asking me, is this worth picking up? I would say yes. I think this game is really good. Even if you haven't played Halo before, I feel like this is a good way to dip your toes into the new, into Halo itself. I really do hope that they're going to be making the Halo 2 and 3, and if they do, I think it's going to be a perfect remastered trilogy. And I think, you know, with all the added new cutscenes and the new dialogue, you know, just to make it a little bit different, but it's, you know, the same story, I think is really cool. And I feel like for a new generation of Halo fans, I feel like this is really good. But yeah, absolutely amazing game. I loved the campaign evolved. I thought it was really good. I am hoping to God that they make a Halo 2 remaster. I would be playing that over and over again. I would feel so happy playing that again. And yes, I was actually playing this game with Mountain Dew because I used to drink a lot of Mountain Dew while playing Halo in, you know, my house when I used to live with my mom's and playing with my friends. Halo, I always drank Mountain Dew. I loved it. So of course I had to do that to feel a little bit more nostalgic. But yeah, I might try and go for Legendary, and maybe later on we can do some streams and we can do some fun challenges with games. I love getting that little blue ribbon on my achievements for video games and putting that on my profile. So I would love to get Legendary on this and complete this. That'd be so cool. But yeah, huge thanks to everybody watching and or listening to this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yes, I do highly recommend you play this game if you love Halo. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you guys drop a like, consider subscribing today so you guys never miss a future upload, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Bye bye.